So Aurora has brought out a new VST plugin based on the Line 6 pod, which I've got, which I'm going to talk about a little bit afterwards. But let's firstly dive in and have a look to see what it's all about and what it's got. So I've got some dry tracks here. If I just solo these, you can hear. Very dry, very raw. So let's just take this left one, put it in the center. And let's try this liver thing to see how it works. So I'm a big fan of the Line 6 Pod 2.0 because it was very rad and very revolutionary with how we work studios. But let's just dive in here and see how it sounds. Yeah, so I'm going to just flip through some of these and just see how they react to the guitar. And I'm going to turn me up a bit too because that sounds cool. I'm just checking to see if none of the other buttons do anything, and they don't. So there's not much variation between them. There is a lot with the tubed. Compared to, say, like the rich behind or the tiny rear. Yeah, the fuzzy butt, I thought that would be like a fuzz type of touch to it, but that's all right. So they all have slightly different variations. It's kind of like an intensity type of dial that they've got in there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So there's not much else you can do with this by the looks of it, because, yeah, just having a look at my one there, because on this side here would normally be where the effects are for your delay, reverb, echo, chorus effect, flange, all those things. So they haven't included that in their little VST thing they've created. And they haven't got any options with different cabinets that you can put with it. So with the Pod 2.0, there was some very basic but also different type of cabs you could add to it, which made a big difference. So they don't have that aspect. You can't control how much drive, any of the EQ and all that, but I kind of like it just for what it is. It's kind of, it's cool to go, here it is, here are a few different intensity options that you have for yourself, and that's it. Have fun. But what we can do, let's get it up to, I think, a rich. Yeah, so that's pretty intense. So let's move this down, and we'll just add a digital pedal at the front. And I'm shaking my camera a lot because it's on my desk. I apologize for that. So if we go, I've got to remember which one it is. This one. So let's see if this old Meshuggah, I call it Meshuggah thing because I don't know anyone else that used it but Meshuggah. See how that affects it. So we'll turn it off to start with. that is a good combination. I like that. I approve. And they're also both free. They are free plugins, both of them. The Aurora DSP and the, what is it? Unified Preamplifier, which is based off, what was it? Oh boy, well, I think it was a TC Electronic, which is, they don't even make them anymore. It was something that came out in the mid-90s, if I remember correctly, and it just died off. But Meshuggah really homed in on it and got some brilliant results out of it. So I'm glad that someone did this digital version, because that is cool. Let's see, I can't remember who the company is. Oh, it's Aurora as well. So Aurora have two different, I didn't even realize that. That's awesome. So they're two different free VST programs here. Go awesome hand by hand. All right, so let's do this for a bit of fun. Let's bring up the inserts here, and I'm going to copy them across, and let's stereo these guitars and see what we get. So we'll left and right them, and now let's check it out. Hopefully that copied them across properly. That is aggressive. Good aggressive. Let's unsolo that. Let's bring in some guitars and bass as well. This is lots of fun. I am really, really impressed by that. That's fucking awesome. Having those two combinations, having the pedal and the little liver set up there, that is something really special and cool. So let's just have a quick chat about my experience with the Line 6, because yeah, that is, wow. I am kind of struggling to figure out the best way on the spot to articulate the best way how to describe how that is. But that is cheap, because they're both free. Which is always good. And yeah, what some really, really cool results. And as you saw, doing near to nothing. I spent very, very little time mucking around with those. So wow, that is awesome. But the Line 6 Pod 2.0 that's based on, the thing I love about this pedal unit, I should say, pedal unit, was this was the kind of thing that came out. And when it did, because I just got into sound engineering when this got released, this made it possible to have home studios. And that was huge. The fact that you could do direct in, direct out, don't need to worry about mics. So mic placement so much wasn't an issue, but loudness wasn't an issue. So you could do it in your own home and muck around with it and get really clear and precise results with it. And it was affordable too, which also made a huge difference, where beforehand you needed the big desks, you needed, you really need larger, like 8 tracks or 16 tracks. You get away with a 4 track or an 8 track compared to having like the big 36 or whatever, you know, huge thing. So this kind of made it viable to say you can do this out of your study at home. which is really, really cool. And they had a bass one too, as well, that they brought out. And Behringer had their own V-amp, I think it was called, which is kind of, it wasn't as good. I tried it. It was decent for bass actually, but I didn't quite dig it with guitar compared to this one, the Line 6 one. But yeah, the history behind it, I think, is fascinating and really helped shape, not so much just, a lot of people give credit to it with its saying it was one of the first IR type of implements, and yeah, it was, absolutely. But I feel like its biggest contribution was, yeah, being able to do it at home, because that is a huge, huge step for recording and that. But yeah, Aurora, good work. Like, that is amazing. Even with the mix I did, I'd have to muck around with it more if I was to use this type of setup to clean up a little bit of the hiss, because this, you know, we're pushing a lot and there's a bit of hiss, and finding the right balance and level, I'd probably have to add a lot more bottom end to the bass to counterbalance the mid aggression. That's not a bad thing. That's pretty cool, actually, if you're in that position. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me in this quick little video. I was just really keen to see how it went, because I saw pictures of this and I was like, I know that Line 6 type of imagery that they've cloned there. And I was, yeah, keen to try it out and see how it goes, and this is how it goes. So yeah, wow, really, really awesome. So definitely keen to hear what your thoughts were, and I thoroughly look forward to chatting with you next time as well. And until then, stay safe.